I teach teens and adults. Today, we're going to talk about new driver advice. Who needs this? If you're new to the United States, if you're 16 to 26 years old, if you're 26 to 66, you need this information to help you. Our learning target, success. I am driving with Myles. This is me. Testing session is in progress. I want to welcome you in. Let's go ahead and talk about some new driver advice. New drivers do a lot of light traffic driving. What does this mean? You're in the neighborhood. You're making right turns. You're making left turns. You're not driving in a downtown Chicago, Illinois. You're not driving in a downtown Houston, Texas. You're not driving in a downtown Detroit, Michigan. You're not driving in a downtown Los Angeles, California. As you feel more comfortable, you will get into more situations where you can drive and feel safe. It's extremely important that you're patient, that you take your time. Time. Next, for new drivers, I want you to watch while others drive to continue to learn. You need to be watching my videos. You need to be watching your mom. You need to be watching your dad. You need to watch anyone and everyone who is driving. This will help you understand how to make lane changes, understand how to merge on the expressway, which is very hard, understand how you improve and you have success. When you improve and have success, you will continue to get better. Next, I want you to study right-of-way rules. I want you to study yield rules. A lot of beginners do not understand about right-of-way and yield way rules. Hey, Kay, how are you? We're talking about new driver advice and your learning target for success. I'm your host. This is me, that beautiful smile. Testing is in progress. I want to welcome all of you in. If you have questions, you put it in. Let's continue. I want you to use the big five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the big 5 strategies for learning how to drive. Number 1, concentrate. No phone, no text. The main priority must be driving. Number 2, look while turning. What does this mean? If you're making a left, you look to the left. If you're making a right, you turn ahead and look to the right. If you are changing lanes, it's mirror, turn signal, blind spot. If I'm making a lane change to the left, a lot of beginners forget to check their blind spot, forget to use their blinker. Then next, when you are backing up, I need you to look out of your back window. You put your right hand on the passenger seat. This will turn your torso, the large part of your body, and then you look out of your back window. Don't be scared to look out of your back window. If you have questions, you put those in. If this is bringing you value, you give it a thumbs up. Let's continue with the big 5. Next, I want you to drive the speed safe for the conditions. If it's raining, drive slower. Turn on your headlights. Turn on your windshield wipers. If you're driving in heavy traffic, downtown Houston, Texas, downtown Detroit, Michigan, downtown Los Angeles, California, I need you to reduce your speed, look to the left, look to the middle, look to the right. For pedestrians. Pedestrians are the most vulnerable. Pedestrians are everywhere, particularly in huge metropolitan areas such as Houston, Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Los Angeles, California, and Kansas City, Missouri. We have to be those defensive drivers and cover the brake and look for people walking between parked cars, looking for people not walking at the intersection, because if you strike and injure a pedestrian, you are at fault. Let's continue talking about the things we need for new driver advice. Our learning target for success. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach in the Midwest. I teach adults. I teach teens. This is me. See that beautiful smile? Testing is in progress. Thank you for the thumbs up. I want to welcome you in. We're talking about new driver advice. Class has begun. Next, I need you to work on your following distance. A lot of beginning drivers tailgate very, very, very close. Increase your following distance. That is a great test question. Increase means to make more room. Decrease means to make smaller. Decrease, smaller. Increase to make bigger. Increase your following distance. Next, stop early, roll up to slow down. A lot of beginners have a difficult time judging distance. So what does this mean? You're going to make a right turn. You're going to look to the left. You think it's clear, and a car almost strikes you. Don't scare the parents. You're probably going to be driving with mom or dad. You need to decide, who do you feel more comfortable with? Is it mom? If you feel more comfortable with mom, I need you guys to type in mom. If you feel more comfortable with dad, type in dad. If you feel both of them are a nervous wreck, then put nervous. It's really important you tell your parent or guardian, I'm learning, I'm a beginner, I need your help, I need your support. Beginning drivers do not judge distance and space very well. So what I need you to do is tell them this, have their conversation, and they will say, okay, because they're going to be very nervous in the car. It's very nerve-wracking to be with the beginning driver because they make very slow left turns. What do I mean? You're waiting to turn, cars are coming by, it's clear, and then you're scared to push the gas. The car's moving at 3 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour. Your mom or dad are saying, oh my God, I'm about to get hit. Press the gas, and what do? You hit the gas really hard, and you swerve out of the lane. So make sure it's clear. Listen to me. I'm a state certified driving instructor. Class, our learning targets for success, new driver advice. You need to take your time and be patient. Testing is in session. Welcome. Beginning drivers make very slow left turns. They merge on the freeway very slow, going about 30 on the ramp, 40. You need to be at 60. You need to be at 65 so you can merge out. Beginning drivers take their time when backing or doing a 3-point turnaround. These are some of the things you need to be listening to. These are some of the things you need to be practicing. Let's continue. New drivers need verbal instructions. Your coach, me, your mom, your dad, your caregiver, they need to tell you where you need to go because you're going to be nervous. You're going to be gripping the wheel. Relax. They should be telling you, I need you to make a right turn at the next light. Get over to the right. Okay. I need you to make a left turn at the second light. I need you to get over. Okay. I need you to get ready to merge on the freeway. No. Yes. Push the gas. They are not trained like I am. If you need to show them this video, show them. Tell them, Mom and Dad, you scream too much. You're making me nervous. Show them the video so they understand how to coach you. It's really important. Don't assume your mom and dad know what to tell you because they're not an instructor. I'm a state certified instructor. I've been teaching over 23 years. You have to tell your student what you need them to do, and then you're quiet. You let them execute it, and then you give them feedback. It's really important that your coach, your parent, helps you learn and allows you to do your best. So don't assume they know what they're doing because they do not know what they are doing. And you need to be patient. You need to relax and give them support. Support is one of the most important things that you will receive when you get driver's education instruction. Support is what you'll see when I help you learn how to drive. learn how to park, learn how to turn. Those things are extremely important because we want success. Our learning targets for success, new driver advice. If you have questions, you need to put them in. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. Leave some questions. Let's continue. I'm your instructor. Testing in progress. I want to welcome you in. Next, we're following everything we need to do. We are now discussing the final skills evaluation, the road test. You need to be putting in questions. I'm going to go over all these things you need to do to pass your test. Let's talk about starting and stopping skills. You will be tested in pre-driving checks, your headlights, your taillights. You will be tested in obeying regulatory signs, speed limits. In the neighborhood, type in, what is the speed limit? You should be able to type that in and tell me what the speed limit is. Next, you need to drive at the speed limit. If it's 50, you need to be about 50. If it's 70, you need to be about 70. If it's 25, you need to be about 25. That area was the general maneuverability. Next, let's talk about dangerous maneuvers. You hit an object. You go on a curb. You're welcome, El. I appreciate you. We're talking about the final skills evaluation. Our learning targets for success, the final skills evaluation test. This is the road test. I'm going over what you need to know. I'm your instructor. This is me. Testing is in progress. I want to welcome you in. So if you strike a curb, strike a car, strike a sign, it's automatic failure. We don't want you to fail. And then you need to wait 24 hours, then take your test again. If you fail to yield, you're in a neighborhood, there's a partially controlled intersection, you have the yield sign. You don't yield, you hit a car, you almost strike a pedestrian. The road tester will terminate the test. Next, let's talk about backing straight, backing and turning skills. This is a skills test. They're going to ask you they want to see you search. Are you checking your inside mirror? Are you checking your left mirror? Are you checking your right mirror? Just like I'm looking. I looked in my left mirror. I looked in my center mirror. I looked in my right mirror. The tester needs to see you doing this. I need to see you doing this. If you're giving value right now, give it a thumbs up. This is really important. Next, vehicle control, backing straight. Can you back up in a straight line? Vehicle control when backing or turning. Do you have control? Are you turning hand over hand? What's up, Bill? Hey, none of them. They both owed. They're both owed. Let's get a new person in. I love it. Next, searches for mirrors, looks over shoulder. Okay, I appreciate you. Let's keep going. Let's talk about steering. This is a big area for all drivers. Steering. Do you use an 8 and 4? Do you use a 9 and 3 for hand positioning or turning the steering wheel? Next, uses proper hand position. Your left hand belongs on the left side. Your right hand belongs on the right side. Are you doing push-pull? Are you doing hand over hand? Next, identifies targets. Are you looking? Are you first taking your time to make sure you understand what's going on? Next, are you searching 15 to 20 seconds ahead in the path of travel? Are you turning your head to identify targets? If you're making a right turn, I should see you looking to the right. If you're making a left turn, I should see you look to the left. Are you able to judge stopping and starting distance? These are some important elements, but there's more. Our learning targets. I'm your state certified instructor. I'm in the Midwest. Testing is in session. We're talking about driving. We're not talking about anything else. So we got some random out of people pocket in here. It's all good. Let's talk about controlled and uncontrolled intersections. Are you looking for open space? You got to keep space. Are you gradually increasing your speed as time go up? Or are you slowing down? Do you understand how to properly signal 100 feet or half a block? That is extremely important. And it's really important that you understand that these skills will help you become a good driver. And through these skills, you'll become a lifetime really good driver. Next, automatically pulls on seatbelt when you get into the car. Do you put on your seatbelt? Are you maintaining proper speed? A lot of beginners drive very slow, or they go too fast. Maintains proper following distance, a minimum of 1001, 1002, 1003, 3 seconds. Those elements are extremely important. Do you understand the difference of the vehicle capabilities? If you're in a small car versus a huge, bigger vehicle, do you understand the dangers? Do you effectively manage risk? Are you driving fast through a neighborhood? Or are you going slow? Do you understand and respond to different parking signals? Are you keeping good speed control? Or are you simply not really paying attention? Those elements are extremely important. So what I need you to do is focus on driving. Our learning targets for success. I'm your state certified driving instructor. I'm here to teach you how to drive. We're not worried about anything else right now. We're focusing on driving and being successful. And I want you to do your best. Do you yield to pedestrians? Extremely important. Are you demonstrating the ability to select a gap to avoid hesitation? That's really important for beginning drivers. They tend to hesitate a lot. Don't hesitate. Take your time when you're pulling out in front of traffic, when you're making right turns, when you're making left turns, when you're merging on the expressway. Do you accelerate to the proper speed? Those things are important. Let's continue talking about lane changes. Do you know how to make a lane change? Do you understand that we need to do our best lane change? Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. If this brought you value, subscribe to the channel. I will go on later today. Bye.